NOLA Gent here at Bavarian Bierhaus in Nashville, Tennessee.
Welcome to NOLA Gent. Let the good times roll. The Bavarian Bierhaus in Nashville, Tennessee is located in the Opry Mills Mall. This establishment opened up back in 2017, and this is probably the coolest and most fantastic place I've ever been to inside of a shopping mall before. This is a great place, and I had driven past it several times on past visits, but I only recently finally got a chance to actually visit this establishment. So let's go ahead and head on inside, and as we go in, notice the fantastic outdoor patio they have here. Another great place for fun on the outside, but when we enter the inside, it's just like entering a Bavarian beer hall. So it's like almost being back in Munich when you walk in. And it is Oktoberfest time, so as we walk around, we'll notice a lot of fun things and lots of reminders of Bavaria and Munich and Oktoberfest in Munich. So they really have some great stuff in here. They do have a really fantastic gift shop section, and they even have an Oktoberfest Munich poster from 2019, and I was actually there. I don't remember ever seeing this poster in Munich, but I was pretty busy. I'm sure the poster was somewhere. I just was so busy I never saw it. They have lots of fantastic German items in here. So as you shop around and look, they have different little food treats. They have all kinds of mementos. They have a nice selection of steins, of course. So you can have your en masse of beers with the liter beers and all sorts of great looking steins available in here. So this is a great place to pick up a gift for any of your friends or family that might really love some German culture around Oktoberfest time. So look at all of the wonderful things they have, and you can probably find a special gift for people that love Oktoberfest, Bavaria, and Munich. So then we have some other hats available and all sorts of fun things. So definitely for all of your Oktoberfesting needs, you can grab some interesting equipment and clothing items to make that experience more fun. They also have some dirndls. So for you ladies out there, you do need your dirndl for your tracht to keep all official in the Oktoberfest uniform of Bavaria. And then we have the bar right there in front of us as we turn around, and then you see they have some nice benches here to sit down and wait when this place is more busy. Unfortunately, my 2 visits that I've made here so far have been during the COVID-19 pandemic time, and it has not been that crowded. My first visit here was during lunch, and my second visit was during a Thursday at Ladies' Night. So both times were not that crowded. You can also enter here through the mall, and they have a nice little setup in the middle of the mall with a kiosk selling some items and their entrance sign guiding you through the tunnel that will get you into the fantastic restaurant. So it's really fun to go through either entrance, as you really get a great sense of being transported into a Munich beer hall. And here we have the bar area, and you've got some pretty decent amounts of seating during normal times. They have taken some of the stools away for social distancing requirements. They also have an area where people can store their personal steins, which is nice. And then here's the actual beer hall area itself with the benches and tables, which looks very much like most of the beer halls that you will visit in Munich and around Bavaria. So they did a great job replicating that. So it really gives you a sense of what one of those beer halls feels like. This translates to Heaven of the Bavarians. My first visit here, I didn't have my lederhosen with me, but they do have a cutout where you can get a little picture of yourself wearing some cartoon lederhosen and dirndl if you like. So for both of my visits, I ended up sitting at the bar as I found the service was a bit quicker with so few people in the establishment.
Prost.
For my second visit, I did bring my tract, and so I got in my full outfit of lederhosen, yanker, and vest, and I was ready to have some fun during Oktoberfest time. And they also give a 20% discount to people for wearing your tract. They also have a really great military discount here as well. So if you've got it, make sure you wear it for the Oktoberfest season to get that great discount. On my first visit, I didn't eat, I just drank a couple of the liter beers. But for my second visit during Oktoberfest, I definitely was going to eat. So let's take a look at the menu. So under the appetizers, they have a selection of German and American style food that's available. And then under their on a bun section, we again have a selection of some German food items and American food items. Then we have our sausage section with various selections, and then under entrees, we again have a selection of a lot of German dishes and a few more American sounding dishes. So the Sauerbraten is like a German pot roast. Rouladen, that sounds pretty great. I love those. And the rest of the selection looks really great too. On the other side of the menu, we have various selections of schnitzel available. Then we have our sides with vegetable of the day, french fries, cucumber salad, sauerkraut, applesauce, mashed potatoes and gravy, German potato salad, and homemade spatzel. Then they have a kids menu and our selection of beverages and desserts with apple strudel, pretzel pudding, black forest cake, and German chocolate cake. So a decent food menu. Then we had our beer menu. They have a nice selection of German beers on draft. I typically stick with the Hofbrau and Spaten since there's no Augustiner Keller available, it seems, in the USA on draft that I've ever seen. I've always found it really strange that at a lot of Oktoberfest celebrations in the USA, you can't even find the traditional Munich beers available. So thank goodness they have them here, and they have them all the time.
We need a dancer to come out here. Olga from the back. Olga, the dancer. We need you to come out.
So after en masse of a Hofbrau, I ordered the Sauerbraten. Now en masse means a measure, and that's the liter beer. So I also got the sauerkraut and red cabbage as my sides. The sauce on my Sauerbraten does not look all that attractive. It looks a little congealed and seems it could use a little more heating. It does taste good though, and the meat is very tender, juicy, and flavorful. But go ahead and give a thumbs up on this video and hit that subscribe button if you're having fun so far in this video. So as I begin to dig more into the meat, it definitely maintains good flavor, and it is a pretty good Sauerbraten. The sauce certainly though could have probably been cooked a little more to look a little more attractive. The flavor is fine. It's just probably was kept in the refrigerator and needs a bit more heating than it got. It's not cold. It just needs more heating probably to break down the fat that congealed in there. But the flavor is perfectly fine. It sort of reminds me of an MRE. NOLA Gent was in the Army, so he is quite used to eating MREs. So I can eat this with no problem. Ordinarily, I probably would have sent this back to get heated up a bit more to break down that sauce, but I was working against the clock here because they shut this place down at 8 p.m., so there's not a lot of time for me to celebrate some fun and eat my meals. So I opted to enjoy my food quickly so I could have more beers for Oktoberfest and not miss anything due to delaying my dinner. So my visit during Oktoberfest here was on a Thursday night, which was ladies' night, and they also had a DJ working. There was a live band on the next night, but I was off to another Oktoberfest celebration for the weekend. So there was no way I was letting that 8 p.m. closing time get in the way of my Oktoberfest fun. So I was dedicated to finishing my dinner as quickly as possible so I could enjoy some more Einmasses of Hofbrau and the company around. There weren't a lot of people here, but people were very friendly that were here. So people were all having fun, bantering and talking with each other and having that typical Oktoberfest and Bavarian beer hall cozy, warm feeling. So then the red cabbage and the sauerkraut were also both quite nice. I do enjoy some good sauerkraut, so this one had a good flavor. And it definitely had all the flavor components that I do like to find in my sauerkraut. Some places like to throw bacon and other things in there. I just kind of like my sauerkraut to be sauerkraut, so I was quite happy with it. And then the red cabbage also was quite nicely done. It had a good flavor. It was exactly the way that I like it. So I've never met a red cabbage that I didn't like, I don't think. Sometimes they can be a little sweet. This one was not overly sweet. It was more on the tart range. I tend to like my things a little more on the sour and tart side, with maybe a little hint of sweetness, but not too much overpowering sweetness with it. So this one did a great job of being that flavor profile that I do like. And you can tell that I absolutely hated the sauerbraten because there's none left. So this is a great meal. I've really enjoyed the sauerbraten. Even with the sauce issue, it just looked not that good, but it tasted fine. And then the sauerkraut and the red cabbage are perfectly done. So this is a really great Oktoberfest meal. I'm really enjoying it. And I'm also enjoying my beer that I'm drinking along with it as I finish it off. So this was a really good meal and experience to have. So they do a very good version of authentic German food here. This sauerbraten was far better than the one that I had recently had at the Village Corner in Stone Mountain, Georgia, which that one was really dry. This one was really moist and flavorful and quite delicious. And then the sauerkraut and red cabbage along with it really made for a great meal. So this is exactly what I was looking for. So just go ahead and give this video a thumbs up if you like German food and beer, and remember to hit that subscribe button and comment below what kind of German food and beer you like. So I polished off my food and got yet another en masse of Hofbrau to keep the fun going. But eventually, last call happened and it was time to go. So one last Prost and a toast. So thanks very much to the Bavarian Bierhaus at Opry Mills Mall. I had a great time and I will certainly be back because I love the environment. I really look forward to seeing it in normal times after we get through this COVID-19 situation, and I'm ready to see this place in its full glory. So my next video to be released after this one will be the only Oktoberfest official celebration that I know of in the entire world. So subscribe to the channel and hit that little bell to make sure you get notification of when that video is released. And if you're watching this video after Oktoberfest time, look for the little eye with a circle around it in the top right corner, and I'll link to the video of that Oktoberfest celebration in that area.
Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. And if you would just click on the little circle here with a picture of my head in there and subscribe to the NOLA Gent channel, it would really help me a lot. I really appreciate it. Thank you.